important games in this year's competition across the various age levels and gender levels and all the competitions that we've got here. We've got 5 games on pitch 1 today, and our first focus is on the European Cup over 70s. Two sides actually that probably won't be winning this competition, two sides who are looking to try and get the first win of this tournament. It is Scotland, the host side, against Belgium. So then let's look at both sides on paper, and for Scotland first of all, well, 3 defeats so far for the Scots against the Dutch, and the 2 big ones against Germany and England finishing 5-0. Ian Downey, the only scorer for Scotland so far, 3-1 it was against the Netherlands. Maybe they can sense their chance today against the Belgians. The captain is Kieran McLernan. For Belgium, well, they have got amazingly 2 points, but they've not scored a single goal so far. 2 draws, 0-0 against Wales and Germany, but they were hammered 7-0 by England. Their captain is Charles Galen, and he will be trying to lead his side to a win. Alan Mertens is the manager across a lot of these Belgian sides, and is a lively character. He will be around, I'm sure. And Scotland looking to see if they can put up a bit of a result and a performance in an arena which is surrounded by plenty of their own in this early stage of the morning. So almost set to start. So thanks for joining us on live coverage on Facebook and on YouTube as well. If you're watching, it's great to have you with us. I am Callum Patterson, your commentator for the action today. Scotland in their traditional navy blue colours to get us going. And we are underway here for another day of Grand Masters European Cup hockey. Both these sides may well not be claiming the title at the end of the weekend, but certainly looking to try and get a win on the board. It's very clear the Belgians are a tough side to break down on the most part, with them picking up 2 draws but no goals scored. It was impressive how they got that draw, particularly against Germany. It might actually hinder them towards the title, although I think they were probably third favourites at least for this tournament. There is another game going on behind us, which I'll try and bring updates. Netherlands, who are doing well at the top of the table, or they could well be going to the top of the table I should say. Certainly level with England with 9 points if they beat Wales. Now Springford trying to rattle in an early ball for the Scots. Turn away front by Claude Braham for Belgium. I think out of their weather forecast for the 7 to 9 days of this competition, that today was seen as probably the worst day. It's meant to be steady rain all day. Forward from Robbie Robertson. Taken by Braham and Sport. Guy van der Weken. Ball across here for Scotland. A flyer was started in another game behind us. Ben Johnson gave Wales the lead against the Dutch, but within a couple of minutes Taco Gabranda has scored an equaliser, so 1-1 behind us in pitch 2. And now in the 7 minutes there we've played just under 4 and a steady start from both sides. So the free hit for Belgium, forward from Alain Spirits, looking for Charles Gielan, the captain. That quickly becomes Scotland ball once more. This is a last game which we'll see of the o70 European Cup on this pitch. But if you are local and want to see some more of it, there is action throughout the course of the day tomorrow over at pitch 2 here, or at Clydesdale pitch 3, and also in Clydesdale on Sunday in the final round of games. England and the Netherlands dueling it out by the looks of things for the title. Ian Downey, arm out from the umpire, Scotland's way. So 1 goal between these two sides so far in the competition after 3 games apiece. It's Belgium thought they have the 2 points on the table next to the 0-0 draws. Scotland got a goal against the Dutch, but it was in vain. Ball went into D, it now went 5. Forward from Crichton. Springford. Back it comes to Alan Strachan. Scotland trying to put it back towards the circle. Paul Gruen away. Downey doing really well. McLaren just wriggles by Springford and Vital. Certainly an important touch. Downey. Nice flick away. Stick flying over. And Springford had the ball. No real breakthroughs or penetrations into the day yet. Scotland with the better start. Scotland winning a lot of possession. Mark McLernan had the support. McLernan looking to get it back. That's Thierry Deleuze with the absolutely terrific sun hat. Don't know what he's got doing here though. Certainly today anyway. The Sally Warren grey cloud, heavy rain, or certainly steady rain in Glasgow. First real Belgian run forward, good pass to Van der Veken. All doing well though to try and steal it back, and did steal it back by winning the free hit. Umpires for this one incidentally, Simon Roetsteg of the Netherlands and Mike Riches from Wales. Margerson's ball across. And the pass cut out by the Belgians forward from Paul Gruen. That by Hegner's. Spirit is across. Whether he can keep it in his side path. Gielan into towards the circle. Wasn't the best of passes from Gielan, the captain. Forward comes Roy Crichton again. Not for long. Lob the ball in. Good idea from Paul Gruen. Back it comes to him now. Mark Brace. And Joel there with Strachan. Just over 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Oh, slid through almost for Hagniers. Scotland get the turnover away. Now with a piece flung forward, Crichton with the layoff back. Bit unfortunate for Downey. .90 left in the quarter. Here is Downey, taken by Mark Brace. Belgium certainly have maybe opened up a little more and getting forward in the last 5 minutes or so of the quarter. Swinford looking to turn there. Do have the ball. Scotland. Can they get maybe a big finish to this first quarter? It's a bit loose though, Downey wasn't going to reach that. Ferrell tried to furl in the stick. Hagnier's away and Breeze running forwards but cut out. A lot of that so far, not in 15. Trying to sneak that away was Guy van der Wegen. Time trickles down towards the end of this first quarter. I think everyone's happy to let the clock tick down. No real big chance of note. It's been a calm start from both sides. Both looking for a win in this competition. The first one of the competition for either or if they can get it. But after the first 15 it's Scotland 0, Belgium 0. welcome back for the second quarter, which we've had a full start. Bit of debris on the pitch, clearly. Be found by the Belgians in their half. Right, we'll get going for the second time for the second quarter. 0-0 after the first 15. So it was a fairly steady start. A few missed passes for both sides. Scotland, you'd say, maybe started the better. Belgium worked their way slowly into it, but nothing of real goal scoring chances in that first 15 minutes. Behind us just into the second quarter in the same competition, Netherlands, who are trying to join England back in at the top of the table. Well, they're level with Wales after Wales took a quick start in the 4th minute through Ben Johnson, and then Taco Gabranda equalising a couple of minutes later. Ball forward was a good idea there, but Morris just a bit quick for him. Goes through for McLennan. Castle. Ballingale got the advantage. That one rattles off Gielan. Arnold went for route one and got our first penalty corner of the game. I think that one popping up off Aline Bingen. And the first chance for either side from a penalty corner here early on in this second quarter to try and break the deadlock here. Scotland will try and do so from this position. Ferrell to the left of the centre, Ballingale there too, 4 around the D, 1 behind. Ferrell slipped to the keeper and it's a turnover. England defeated the Dutch in the shootout in the final a couple of years ago. Different format with the group format used this time around, but they had the knockout phase and England beat the Dutch 1-1 it was after the end of the game, and then 2-1 a shootout win for the Dutch in that one. Pepe Harris for the Netherlands, still scoring lots of goals. He part of that Netherlands side winning. Scotland and Belgium won't be lifting the silverware at the end of this week. but they are looking to get some reward with a win. That flew up there for Claremont to take a bit of a hit to the face. And Halliday was just making sure he's alright. I think he'll just go for maybe a quick check. One person maybe should go off, but he's fine, he's going to stay on. Scotland's ball, but that was a bit of a misread, and Belgium tried to come away with it. Forward for the Belgians to Van der Reken. The story of the game so far, both sides hit a few past the other but can't seem to keep hold of possession. A lot of changes of possession of the ball, but this ball could funnel through. Away it's kicked though by Dixon. And that just fizzles out that move away. The ball went by the baseline. Few peeps the whistle coming in quick succession. Game restarted by Ferrell. Watson down the line. Again, 2 or 3 passes and Belgians get it back. Still 1-1 in the game behind us from the Netherlands and Wales. That one is 4 minutes away from half time. Still 0-0 here in this one. Good run in this though from Robertson. It's a penalty corner. First, a little bit of quality of a wriggle into the circle and utilised with a penalty corner being given. Downey to head across to take the injection here. 6.5 minutes till half time. It comes to Farrell. Took a long time to think about what to do. I wonder if that was part of the plan. Belgians get it cleared. Farrell. Space spotted. Lagerson in. And oh, big chance that was for Scotland to take the lead. Wonder if Anthony Wissendorf in goal just put enough pressure on. Wonderful delivery. The space was spotted for Margerson. Keeper just having to read all the gubbins. Sandemir's taking a little trip off now after that chance that he had to wriggle the ball into the goal. Might have been slightly further away than what it looked in the naked eye. It was coming at a fair rate and not slow the ball. Ballingale. And that goes against Margerson this time. Marcos for Crichton, a little bit of an argy-bargy with Halanu. Good skip through from Crichton. Looking to try and get this just straight away, though, from Morris. Cross it came here for Ballingale. Got the free hit. Scotland looking to try and find a goal. That was a poor pass. Another vacant. Initially getting it, but here's Ballingale back. A juggle from Stringford. Penalty corner, rolling it, and in the way was Galen. It was on the edge of the D, but it will be a penalty corner for Scotland again. He down then to inject here. Crichton off the body, and it went by Downey, but the infringement called against Scotland. Lorensdorf is on the floor again, trying to resort his kit, although I think he did take maybe a bit of a sore one with one of the Scotland players coming in. Shoot this ball back for Scotland. Downey trying to find Crichton. Here comes Breeze away though. Ballingill Harry got the advantage. Ballingill, fired by Morris. Away it goes by the foot of the keeper, Lorensdorf. It looks to come again, but Bingen half away and then helped further away by a teammate. All as far as Robbie Robertson. Just over a minute left of this quarter. Oh, look at this long ball. Scotland been caught out here big time. And through a goal. Belgium with the chance to take the lead. The first goal of the tournament. And under Dixon. And that will immediately be a penalty corner. But Scotland defence caught out there. The long ball forward. Belgium roared into life, the old lines. So Guy van der Weyken to inject. Gillen, the captain, the centre of the three that are there. A couple others behind. It come for Galen, but across Spiritus, but a bit cumbersome, and away. Final 30 seconds of this quarter until half time. No chances in this first couple of quarters have been at a premium. Scotland and Belgium maybe had one big moment each in the second quarter. Great ball furled in from Scotland, which was just missed by Sandy Weir on the line, and then a long ball for Belgium, which almost was capitalised upon but saved, and the resulting penalty corner was averted to by the Scots. So we'll take a pause for the moment. Back in a little while for the third quarter, but in this opening game of the day in the over 70s European Cup, it is Scotland 0, Belgium 0. Welcome back. We're ready to get going to the third quarter. Scotland, Belgium, no goals so far between them. Just the one goal between them both in this competition so far, and no wins for any of these sides. Belgium have managed to get themselves a couple of 0-0 draws, including against Wales and Germany, which has to be said is impressive, but both sides lacking that a little bit of cutting edge so far in this game. Belgium fourth place out of this table, Scotland bottom with 6, in 6th place I should say. Ian Downey trying to quickly get forward in this second quarter. Goals are flying in at the other game. 4-1 the Dutch lead. Paul Verloop scoring at the end of the second quarter just before half time, but then goals from Rob Struik and Talon James. 4-1 Dutch lead Wales and look to go level on top with England. Sure plenty of supporters from both sides. We dearly loving a goal here in this one. The Belgian side doing very well with a fairly recent addition, this 70 squad, trying to battle through is Charles Geelan. No lines have been forming and growing in recent years. 10 different clubs represented in this Belgian squad. Ball flung across the knee, away it goes. Mark Bruce chasing, but not going to get there. He knew that the ball would come back for his side, and he restarts. Agnes was looking for a penalty corner. Scotland away with it. Springford, unfortunate. Graham lost his stick. Springford could go right here for Weir. Coming in with the challengers, Alan Bingham. Deleuze taking on Ballingale. Here's ball across here. Or preferable only into Belgian player of ground. Went back with McLaren off the foot though, Springford. That was something a quick look at half time in the other game, which is slightly ahead of this one, the Dutch game. Against the Wales. I don't know if you can see it home on your picture, but the rain looks steady from where we are based. I don't know if it's just the roof or the stand that makes it look at steady, but I was looking at over on pitch 2 and absolutely hosing it down in the rain. But this could be a goal, and this could be a great moment for Scotland, and they've got a goal! Norrie Springford, great work from Duke Morris. Cross it came, and Scotland have a goal. They're looking for a win in this competition. And the Belgians, who have picked up points but haven't scored yet, have conceded. Scotland won, Belgium now the bit of quality that was required that has been rewarded. Into the circle, they're coming in, Margerson. Paul was trying to get it across. Pinched back here by Robertson. Gale's free hit. Margerson behind, so Ignaeus went back. Here he is again, linking it with Gielan, giving away to Crichton. Crichton continues his run, but not quite getting the ball back. Have the play on signal, and now they have the free hit through Gielan's good work. Hegner's ball through Van der Weken. Who's the furthest forward. And that ends that move. 6 minutes left until the end of the third quarter. Scotland now with the lead thanks to that goal from Norrie Springford. End of the third quarter. In the game behind us, the Dutch have a 4-1 lead against the Welsh. Spiritus looking to get forward. Bingen was looking to try and deliver, and away it's cleared towards Morris. Braham back in. Not quite the control from Thierry Deleuze. Ferrell on the turn from Crichton. There was space for just a interception though from Boat. Morris was further in front. McLennan. Penalty corner. Scotland get the reward. McLennan, good stuff from him. And a chance for side leading to possibly double their lead here. Just under 4 minutes left until the end of the third period. Kieran McLennan to head across and inject. David Ballagale to the right of the centre. Crichton to the left there. Goes to Crichton. Now Crichton off the leg there. Another penalty corner going off Gillen. So another go for Kieran McLennan. Crichton was trying to feed it through for Ballingale. And play on. Belgium have a chance to break if they can utilise it. Grun. Breeze. Grun. A little help on by Spiritus. Here comes Deleuze. And dotted away by Andrew Ferrell. Lovely ball this. Forward to Morris, trying to play through Springford. Springford. Maybe just a vital little block in. There's a little breakthrough, almost came off for Scotland, but they do have it back, but only briefly. Once again, and Bingham doing his job well. Twice there, big clearances. Fun corner by Ferrell. Eisenstoff looked to clear, in fact it will be Grun though, gets that and he does get the free hit. A green card shown there at the end of the quarter. Coming together with Margerson. Despite the arguments of Guy van der Wegen, he is off for predominantly the first 2 minutes of the next quarter, because the seconds are about to tick out for this third quarter. But if you're a Scottish supporter, you'll be delighted, because the goal from Norrie Springford has opened the deadlock, and Scotland are 50 minutes away from the first win in the competition, thanks to Springford. With 15 to play, Scotland 1, Belgium 0. Final 15 minutes, and Scotland got their breakthrough goal through Norrie Springford. Wonderful link up with Morris, caught out the Belgians, and it led to the opening goal. Scotland looking for the first win, both sides looking for the first win in this competition. Scotland without a point yet, Belgium with 2 draws, 2 0-0 draws, which leaves them in 4th place at the moment. Scotland were to win this game, they would leapfrog the Welsh and the Belgians into 4th spot. Netherlands with their comfortable lead next door against Wales, they will go into 9 points with England. Germany on 7 with a game more played. As it stands, Scotland will be on to 3, Belgium 2, Wales 1, but still time for the Belgians here. You know Belgium that they will need to score the first goal of the tournament to pick up at least something as things stand. But here is Roy Crichton, a second you think would be a clincher. Crichton into the circle, can they get a flag on? Oh, nearly went in, just got furrowed by the post. It was a bit more route one from Roy Crichton. Scotland trying to turn up the screw in this final quarter to try and finish the game off, you suspect. Crichton once more. Again goes for the route one. Cleared as far as Van der Weken, back on that for his couple-minute green card, given right at the end of the quarter. And another green card has been shown. Let's see, green card being flung up there by the umpire, but no one's actually went off. We'll come back to that. Thought he was showing the green card to Van der Weken, who'd been green carded just moments earlier. Anyway, we'll play on. Scotland with the lead and Scotland with the ball. What's that, Margerson? I think the green card in the end was given to McLaren, the Scottish captain. Like the Belgian player, Van der Weken, was in the thick of it, but the Scottish player this time penalised, so that explains that. McLaren was the one strolling off and into the seats for a couple of minutes. Decent tempo start from Scotland in this final quarter, trying to go for the jugular. That'll be a turnover though. Belgians will get this back. Margerson. Morris for Springford. Springford try and wriggle into the turn from Morris. Long corner it is for Scotland into the final 10 minutes of the game. Belgian ball and fired forward by Charles Galen. This is a great run here. Support and coming in, and Van der Weken. Van der Weken needs a bit of help, possibly. Scotland players flooding back. Nickliffe but taken. And there time Scotland defenders have to scramble back.
It's very difficult to play against. You never know what they're going to do if they're going to go like this. Provided everybody stays fit and alive. We also have some that are now in the Masters.
Scotland's ball, McLaren quickly on with it. Crichton.
They'll be very strong.
fair and square. It's the umpire. Springford losing it. Farrell going for the lob over the top. Brilliant idea. Springford trying to get the shot away, but rescued. Danny Botts was back in there for the Belgian side. Ball was flung in there by Spiritus. Couple were trying to get close to the ball. Belgium still got time. 6 minutes left. But Scotland still with the lead. It's now 5-1 to the Dutch with 5 to play on pitch 2 in the concurrent game in this competition taking place behind us. In fact, making it 6-1 now to the Dutch. Pepe Hanush scoring, as is Taco Gabranda. That is Gabranda's second. It's 2 quick goals towards the end of that quarter. And it is 5-1 to the Netherlands on pitch 2. Although goals are going in for fun, it's now 6-1. Just had the 1 goal on this pitch. Now 6-1 behind us. Belgium need to take this from the right position. Legcliffe with the ball, but it's cut short. Springford, Crichton, space opening up possibly. Crichton's ball is disrupted. And that whistles by the stick of Deleuze. Ball's only cleared here. Spiritus tried to get there. Bring in off the foot there of Thunder Vacant. Seventh goal for the Netherlands I was talking about, that's been ruled out actually. So it remains 6-1 with the final few seconds. The Dutch heading back to the joint top with England. Scotland are going to jump up to 4th of the table as things stand in the closing stages here. Arnold's ball. McLaren back on obviously after his green card earlier in the quarter. And here he is, the captain. He's in the captain's side to a victory. Crichton. Now look at this. Great idea, great ball for Springford. Keeper came out to make himself big, Leidensdorf. Crichton. Still trying to wheel away was Roy Crichton. Jean-Claude Neckliffe now though. Not for long. Scrappy in the Belgian defence. Crichton trying to bulldoze his way through. Springford. Controlled by Ballingale. Through great skill. Ballingale, it's saved by the keeper. Leidensdorf off the foot. So long corner for McLaren in that worst case scenario. They've got the ball. Now just going to play it possessionally. Could be dicey as Braham gets it. David Castle just lets it go by. Final few seconds here for Scotland to hold on. Dutch, that 7th goal, which I told you was chalked off. Now they have got their 7th goal. Scotland looking to maybe try and finish with a 2nd, which we was trying to chase, but it will not matter because Scotland have got their first win of the competition in this over 70s European Cup. They may well not win the title, but these two sides are looking for the first win. Belgium have had a couple of draws, no goals they've scored, but Scotland's 2nd goal of the tournament through Norris Springford is enough, which leapfrogs them up to 4th place in the table and a win in the column there. Great for them and for Scotland. So that is our first game of the day. Coming up next we have Scotland's women in a contest against the Alliance GM side. Scotland got their first goal in the competition yesterday, the women's side, but looking to try and pick up a win in a game which doesn't look anything riding on it bar Pride, but it should still be a great watch. So that is to come next year from Pitch 1, but for the moment we'll leave you with the best action and particularly the moments where Scotland got their first goal for their first win, and we'll be back shortly for our next game. Final score then: Scotland 1, Belgium 0.